Bye-bye, Orion. Thank you for everything.
So long, Bug. No longer here to bug us.
August 29th.
Good work. Let's go home together. I'll wait right here.
Are you two leaving?
Oh, hello, Waka.
It seems you haven't been meeting the other girls for a few days. Have you finally made up your mind?
I made up my mind a long time ago. But those girls are, a little extreme, so to speak. I didn't want to get her involved.
General Jack O'Neill just started War Thunder again. Drives me nuts. It's like this every freaking day. Just there's a notification at least 7 or 8 times that's like, hey, he's playing War Thunder. And it's like, I don't fucking care!
I mean, it is what it is.
I see. So you're trying to deal with extremists. You can't spoil them by giving in to their demands, but if outright denied, they would only cause harm to innocent people. It's a difficult decision. Anyone would have trouble with this. You speaking as if you're in the military.
Knows.
This is so troubling.
He knows! That, right? It is very difficult.
But I think you've already been spoiling those ladies a little too much. If you're still contemplating the current situation, I will say that you should come out a little stronger. In other words, you need to show them that your bonds with her are so strong that nobody could ever come between you. You need to make them understand that. Show them that their aggression for attention is meaningless, and that you'll only dislike them for it.
I see. I guess that's one way of thinking about it.
Nah. It's from Chapter 3 of Love is War from my book collection on how to fight rivals in love. I could lend it to you.
Thank you. Maybe I'll take you up on that offer. Ikki, no. By the way, Waka, you could have told me this sooner if you knew.
There wouldn't have been much point in telling you if you hadn't made up your mind yet. Victory requires a cool head, determination, and an opportunity. I just figured that opportunity was now. If you understand, then go home and claim her hand as yours. Got it?
Waka? Yes, sir.
Ikki. Why, you're going home with her today too? You said she just wasn't feeling well the other day. She hasn't gotten better yet.
Sorry, but she's my girlfriend. Why don't you just let us go home together in peace?
What? You're kidding. Why? What's wrong with us?
There's nothing wrong. I just want to go home with her.
Ikki. Is it really okay to do something like this? Do we really need to break up? Huh? Oh, wait. Confused? Is this some other girl? This can't be some other girl. This has to be Stephanie. I'm gonna keep doing Stephanie's voice just in case.
Yeah, this is Stephanie still.
That girl Ikki's talking to, I've seen her before. Is she always hanging around here? No, that's not it. It was somewhere recent. Oh. Ikki, who is this?
My junior at work. What? Are you jealous, Nikki?
So she's Miki. Huh? Then could she be... Ikki, I'm here to have some fun. I didn't like Maya.
Maya, you came. Want a drink? It's on me.
Right, she's Maya. And there's another.
Let's see. You're Takeo, right? I take it you're here to go out with me too.
Yes. That's right, she's Takeo. Why? Why are all the girls Ikki broke up with in the fan club? Didn't you say it was troublesome to deal with the fan club, so you'd break up with each girl after 3 months? You don't resent the fan club?
Did all the girls I broke up with become my fans and join that club? Yeah, I suppose that's right, but most of the girls I've gone out with up until now had been waiting their turn anyway.
What?
Aren't you one of them too? You didn't have much interest in them at first, but you joined them around May. But still, all you did was smile at me out of politeness. You never really gave me a warm welcome. After seeing that, I started to gain an interest in you. Didn't we talk about this yesterday?
Now that you mention it, Sawa mentioned that too, that I joined the fan club. But why?
So you still haven't remembered why you joined? I've asked you about it so many times, but you never told me.
I was interested in their club activities.
That might be possible. It's pretty unusual to have a fan club for a regular guy like me. Might have been interested in what was going on. Regardless, you could have answered me when I asked for your reason before. You were pretty open about not liking me from the very beginning. If you had said you just joined the fan club out of a passing interest, it wouldn't have been shocking to me.
That's right. That would be true. I wonder why I couldn't tell you the reason why I joined the fan club. And it wasn't just you, I didn't even tell Sawa. Everyone wanted to know, so why couldn't I answer? Could there have been a reason I couldn't answer?
Now that we're talking about it, it really is a mystery. I wonder for whose sake you were holding back.
Herself!
Yourself, one of the girls, or me. If you found some dark secrets about the fan club, there wouldn't be any need to hide it from me. I've been wary about those girls from the very beginning, and I shared that with you already. So, if you were hiding something, it might mean the fan club's activities aren't what I imagined they are. Rika, what are you doing?
Rika. She's scary. She's probably the leader of the fan club. I don't know anything at all about her. How long have you known Rika?
We were in the same class in middle school, and it seems she took a liking to me since then. But she never approached. She never confessed to me, and she was never my girlfriend. I was actually grateful when she started gathering the girls into one group at first. It made things quiet down for me somewhat. But it's also true that the club has brought together a very strange group of people. But I'm still grateful towards Rika. Rika always manages to settle down the girls who go out of control.
Because she is one of those scary alpha girls, that's for damn sure.
Yep, very much so.
Really? But Rika was saying scarier things than the others were. You might just need to die. Rika threatened me.
Yep. That she did. Is that true? Wait a minute. Ever since that club was formed, I haven't been able to go out with any particular girl for very long. Maybe things only got quieter on the surface, and the bullying got worse behind the scenes. No, but then the girls I've broken up with wouldn't go and join the club again in that case. Wait, actually, the girls who complained about the bullying didn't join the club, did they? In other words, the girls who joined the club afterwards weren't being bullied. You were a part of them too. Now that I think about it, nobody really interfered when we first started going out. The interference only started when you lost your memories.
What?
What exactly did you forget?
What the girls were doing. I should know that. Remember, there was a report that you were supposed to do, and you're like, I have no clue what this is. I'll forget about it until just
Entirely.
now. Right? Yeah. I wanted to know that, and that's why I joined the fan club. Monopolizing Ikki is prohibited. That is the absolute law in this association. Read the guidelines Rika wrote for more details. If you follow the guidelines and act like an honest fan, your rank will increase. The right to confess to Ikki goes in order from highest ranking. Butting in will not be tolerated. Ikki is very kind, so he will usually accept if you confess to him, but you need to break up after 3 months. Everyone needs to get a turn. When going out with him, you need to report what you do every day. Emails or texts are fine. Although a newbie like you won't have the right to confess for a very long time. Understand? If you do, sign the contract. So that's what's going on. Ever since Rika met Ikki back in middle school, this has been in the works. Hey, just so you know, if you tell Ikki, we won't let you get away with it. If you are aware, you'd better sign the agreement. It's okay, I won't tell him. If he heard about this, it would only hurt Ikki. I remember. Those girls were being managed by Rika. No matter how sincerely Ikki was trying while dating them, and no matter whether he worked to protect them, it was no use. They weren't allowed to date for more than 3 months. That's because the girls had agreed to stop dating him for any longer than that. It wasn't Ikki's fault at all. The only one being used and controlled was actually Ikki. I can't tell him. If I told him, he would definitely be hurt. I see, so that's why I didn't even tell Sawa. If somehow Ikki were to find out about this, everything's connected now. The reason I decided to go out with Ikki was because I joined the fan club and found out he was a nice guy. And the interference by the fan club started because I lost my memories and stopped sending them daily reports. I broke the rules of the contract, so they were bullying me to force me to break up with him.
What did you remember? Are you hiding it again? You told me a secret about yourself, but you can't tell me a secret about myself.
But it doesn't seem quite equal exchange like you think it is.
No. These are still Stephanie secrets. They're not yours.
Yeah.
No matter what happened, I want to know what it is. I want to make a decision based on that. I have every right to do that. Don't you agree? Stefan, tell me what you remembered. Don't keep any more secrets from me.
Manager, is it really so bad to yield to extremists? Would it really be better to tell the truth, even if it would only hurt someone?
Stefan, tell me.
The thing I remembered was...
Uh-oh.
It's not the same evil music as before. Other evil music is actually scary. This one was just like dun 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 dun.
No, this is more like you're getting ready for the boss battle.
You gotta get rocked. What? No way. We wouldn't do something like that. That's right. What are you saying, Ikki? We all just like you, Ikki.
It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. I'm going to keep going out with her. It'll be 3 months tomorrow, but that doesn't matter anymore. And if anyone does anything to hurt her, I don't care who it is, I will never forgive them. I mean it. That's all I wanted to say.
No way. We were all just here because we like you. We'd never do something like trying to hurt her. Also, Ikki, does that mean you won't come see us anymore? Ikki, we can't see you anymore? Ikki, we're very sorry for our selfish behavior. We'll be dissolving the fan club. We won't do anything to interfere with you two anymore. But please understand just one thing. We all truly do adore you, and...
Rika, that's enough. You'll get permission from her as to whether or not I'm going to meet with you in the future. If she says no, that's no. My plans with my girlfriend take top priority. I won't forgive anyone who interferes with that. Under those conditions, I'll meet with you again. I'm grateful that you all have such strong feelings for me.
Really? Ikki.
However, I won't see you if she doesn't like it. If you do anything to her, I'll cut you all off completely.
That's more than enough. Thank you very much.
I still haven't forgiven you.
I know. But you're still showing us such consideration. Perhaps we were spoiled a little too much by your kindness. Let's go home, everyone. Okay, Rika. Oh, that's a weird...
Pose now.
Well,
yeah.
Because he did not move at all, so it's just a really strange illusion effect that they had before. Because I was trying to figure out, like, is his hand, like, huge or something? No, it makes sense.
Yeah, no. It was just him looking down on them through the alleyway. I'm sorry. You wanted me to say that I'd never see them again, right? But the manager said not to make them think everything they did was meaningless. Only that I would dislike them if they misbehaved. There's loud thunder still, hold on. It's like a carrot and stick policy. I wanted to see how it would go. What do you think?
It's not going to work out, but the game's going to say it's going to work out.
Of course it will. I'll protect you. I'll make threats. I'll fight. Or I'll just use the power of love. I'll do everything I can to protect you. I all feel kind of sorry for them. They're all just victims of these eyes, too. Anyways, let's go home. From the front door, with pride. The wall's a little broken. I'm sure Walker would get mad if he found out.
I was watching.
Uh-oh. Gasp. Oh, please take the cost of the repairs out of my wages.
That's what I intend to do. However, that was an impressive strategy, a very worthy match.
Thank you.
Waka's like, yes, I will take your wage back. But,
Yep.
cool shit just happened.
Yep, he's like, if you destroy my building anymore, you'll lose more than just the wages. Ah, la, la, la.
August 31st.
Today's the end of August. But that doesn't change anything, does it? It would trouble me if it did. It would be painful to live without you, and I don't want to let you go. Even if you refuse, I would still take you. It's okay, right? You love me, don't you? I won't take no for an answer. Just nod.
Okay.
All right. Good. Ha. I've never given someone an order like that before. And yesterday was the first time I threatened a girl. So many firsts lately. And next is the first time I'm going to try living with a girl. It's okay, right? That's why I'd take you with me, even if you refused. And looking embarrassed like that won't stop me either.
He just keeps going on and on, don't he?
Yes, he does. Oh, I should mention, even if we're living together, I'm not going to force you to do things all of a sudden. We'll sleep separately. Anyway, want to go to the station? I want to buy a couple of croutons for now at least.
Okay.
That look of relief on your face. It's so blatantly obvious. Just so you know, I'm seriously trying to seduce you here. Don't underestimate me too much. I said I wouldn't force. I said I won't throw.
You can't say force, huh?
I can't say force.
False.
It's force.
Force. Roda!
Yes! I said I won't force you, but I'll make you want me in no time. Let's see. How about we try living together for a while? How does 1 month sound? Before that time is up, you'll be begging for me to sleep with you.
You know, this is something any guy would say anyway, so it's not all that, like, oh no!
Yeah.
It's not surprising in the least.
I still feel like Stefan should throw her hat at him at least and say, okay, that's enough. Go buy the futons. We're done. End conversation.
I don't think I'd ever do something like that.
Oh, really? Sorry, but I'm pretty confident. It won't even take 1 month.
You never know. Sometimes the girl really calls the shots, sir.
In a lot of cases, the girl should call more the shots.
Mm-mm.
I'll whisper in your ear every night before bed that I love you and to come with me. How long do you think you'll be able to resist? Forever!
I'm having second thoughts.
You don't have the confidence to resist. I promise I won't go any further than that. You think you'd give in if I tempted you?
That's not fair.
Hey, there's one more thing I want to do for the first time. Come on, let's go.
For the first time in forever, we're going to jaywalk across the street.
Yay!
I'm just
And
kidding.
run across the railroad tracks in front of the train.
I don't know what she's eyeing about.
Ah.
The front of the station?
Yeah, there's something that I've always wanted to do here.
You're gonna do one of those crazy mime acts in front of the station, aren't you?
No, he's gonna paint himself silver so it matches his hair and becomes one of those crazy mime statue acts. Those are even cooler.
Ah.
Yeah. Kiss somebody in front of all the people. How dare you?
Ikki.
We stand out quite a bit. But I won't be bothered by their gazes, and I don't care if they watch. I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I've made up my mind. And you should prepare yourself too. I'll never let you go.
I think this is the first time that we've seen actual, like, regular people with faces.
Yep.
This guy's all like, oh my god, what is going on?
Scandalous! And then the student behind him is like, cool, he's getting some action over there.
Yeah, notice it's just the guys that are, like, really surprised.
Yep, and the
there
girls
is a
are
girl,
like, yep.
actually, never mind.
No, I think there's 2 girls, because there looks like there's one little kid.
You can't even see her, though.
Yeah, no, we can't see their faces, yeah. There's a little kid with a polka dotted backpack, and then somebody with a frilly skirt. Well, even the person with the frilly skirt could be a dude, though, you know.
That looks cute, though. I don't know what she's wearing, but I like it so far.
Yes.
You're not being fair at all, Ikki. Okay, that was the end. Alright, as usual, we gotta do the usual thing. Fate truly brought us together. Hi YouTube, welcome to the after route discussion that we always do once the route ends. I know a lot of you don't watch these all the way to the end of the video, but if you're here, thank you for being here. We enjoy your time. As usual,
Proud of you.
As usual, what we do normally is we start off talking about the route itself, how we felt about it, and then we slowly transition into what we feel the next route is going to bring, or
thought processing,
yeah,
things like that.
What we expect in the next route is what I mean to say. So yeah.
I will admit that it usually just turns into us chatting more and more. So we'll see how much we stick to that game plan.
Well, it's supposed to be more like a podcast style. It's not supposed to be like an interview process. You know what I mean? It's just,
this is very true.
Just chatting. So just hang out with us if you enjoy that kind of thing.
Fair enough.
Immediately, what is your first impressions after this route?
I am happy I don't have to say his silly lines anymore.
It's
something where silly, he's overtly dramatic, and my overtly dramatic voice didn't make anything better.
Yeah, compared to the other guys, so for sure Toma and Sheen were definitely like the quote-unquote bad boys of the group, right? So Ikki is a lot more dramatic, a little more eloquent, I guess.
He's the fancy boy.
The fancy boy.
Though I would say that with him, with stuff and recognizing him as being the playboy, which kind of end up lumped in with a lot of the bad boys sometimes. So it's something where he was a good guy, definitely. It's just something where the playboy archetype definitely ain't my thing.
Well, they definitely made it more
interesting,
more unique compared to like other games that do the playboy archetype, because you're right, playboy is usually like the bad guy or bad boy or whatever, but in this playthrough they switched it to be like, oh, he's high class or something, you know what I mean? He's a gentleman. So
he's an idol.
Well, ultimately, he's supposed to be a gentleman, is what I'm trying to say.
True.
Idols aren't always super polite. In Japanese society, they're supposed to be, but not all of them actually are, if you read their Twitter posts.
Yeah, but it's one of those ones where that is what's expected of them, is to be polite, to appreciate every single fan, to be nice to them, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
There's just been a lot of backlash against it because idol communities are so toxic due to all the stuff that goes in behind the scenes. But that's off topic.
Well, it's not entirely off topic, because that's what this whole playthrough was about, was the idol thing.
True.
I mean, Rika was the one that organized the group, the fan club. I mean, that's the definition of idol toxicity is, oh, you're not a true fan if you're not part of the fan club, and if you don't follow the rules of the fan club, you know what I mean? And it's really bad if you try to
avoid that, or break character, or
break the rules.
Stand out. Yeah. Yeah, no, Ikki was definitely a nice guy through it all. It was something where I do appreciate that bit versus him being like the playboy who was also the bad boy. Where it's like, oh, if you don't want to do things with me, I'll just go find another. That would have been very off-putting. I don't think I would have been able to play a route like that with a straight face at all.
Right.
Again, this was the playthrough that we watched. I think it's Press Heart to Continue, Dodger, yes?
Yes.
We watched her play it where she got her initial end. It was a bad end. So it's something where it's nice to see just how different it is as far as the playthrough goes. Again, Ghost already mentioned how she was expecting to see Rika a lot more. Me,
and then she showed up at the last minute.
Yep. She's like, by the way, I exist in portraits. It's like,
that is, as a writer, I didn't like that part because, I mean, I did like the fact that it was kind of like last minute, like, oh ho ho, by the way. But at the same time, I'm like, no, it was kind of shoehorned in this route.
Yeah.
In the, what is it? The true route, or whatever you want to call it, the good route. Because, everything was just going by just fine. Nothing bad happened. And then at the very end, it was like, oh, by the way, we need to tie up this loose end, is also the feeling that was going on. And it's like, no, that's not okay as a writer.
Yeah, no. I can definitely see that point of it. I feel like for Ikki, a lot of the bad routes may have been more
bullying.
Appropriate. Yeah, definitely more bullying, but I think it would have been more appropriate for the storytelling. Similar to how in the Toma route, they got really aggressive really quick, and it started affecting her personally even when they weren't in a relationship. But again, that's part of...
that didn't even make sense, right?
Yeah.
They were...
Yeah, no, it's something... It's something where it was very confusing, especially for it to escalate that much and that heavily and hard, and then you play Ikki's route and they're just kind of annoying. But I mean, at the same time, you are listening to what Ikki says, and Ikki's trying to do his best to protect you from them. But at the same time, I still feel like there would have been a lot more going on, especially as the girls realized, hey, this is not what we had agreed to, not what we were allowing you to do. And they would have stepped in pretty darn quick after that.
I will say that in some ways, there are some things that I preferred about Toma and Sheen's route, where it was kind of like mind game, kind of detective-y a little bit. Like, you can definitely see the moments and the hints and stuff where the route is gonna go, especially with Toma. Toma was kind of fun because there was definitely a lot of little hints of him liking dolls and him not being all there kind of thing. I did like that about his route. Ikki's is not as interesting when it comes to like thinking about it, like thought processing. It's just you're kind of there for the ride.
Yeah, no, you're just there for the ride, and it's more or less listen to Ikki, do what he says, be a good little girl. There's nothing to really do as far as like his route in total goes beyond hoeing and humming. Do I actually like him? Do I not?
Hoeing and humming, huh?
Yeah, that's I mean, that's it. There's all there was to it. Which is kind of sad.
Not a whole lot of hoeing, though.
I mean, the other girls were doing a lot of hoeing.
Uh-huh.
I mean...
Between Sheen, Toma, and Ikki, though, I'd say when it comes to is the route...
interesting.
No. The feel-good meter, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I still say Sheen's has the best route so far because it checks off all the check marks on the list, I guess. Because you were introduced with all the characters, you get to know them pretty well, you have a situation to solve, basically, and it just kind of sets you up for the rest of the game if you do the other routes. And I like that about Sheen's route, so I always consider his route number one. But if I were to talk about, like, you know, is this guy a good guy? Was this a good route? Does this make me feel good? If it was applied sort of to like real life kind of relationships, I'd say Ikki is probably one of the best guys so far right now.
Yeah, no, this one felt much more like a real kinda-ish relationship. It definitely, because we were already in the relationship with Ikki when we lost our memories, and we were already trying to be closer with him, it seemed to escalate really fast, and it was a lot of just nod your head, go along with it, or say, hey, I'm not quite ready for this, which, I mean, is a lot of a real relationship, too.
Yeah.
So it's something where it definitely felt a lot more honest, which I say against comparison of Mr. Lyra Pants Sheen over there. But at the same time, that's part of the difference of their personalities, too, where he was trying to say, hey, I know this is the stuff that's going on. We both recognize that these are things going on in the background. To me, they're not important, but I understand how they can be harmful, so we'll do what we can to work our way around it.
I will say that that is something that Ikki has, at least Ikki's route has, that Sheen and Toma don't have, is there is a true level of trust between these two. Even though she doesn't have her memories back, she knows that she has to, in this time or moment, has to trust Ikki for the most part. So she still puts him at a distance, but politely.
But she does trust him. Yep,
yeah, she still trusts him. But having said that, with Ikki's route, there were no hard issues that actually came up, to be honest with you. If Rika was more of a factor in his route, then maybe trust would have been another, like, questioning thing. Would we really trust him if Rika ended up bullying us a lot more or something? So.
It got in our face more if we had more of the actual bullying interaction like we did again on Toma's route, which again is a little out of place.
Yeah. So I think that there is something missing to Ikki's route that doesn't make it as complex as the other two, but with the feel-good meter, he's the best one so far.
Yeah, he's definitely a fun route. Again, you probably heard me complaining at least once or twice. I was going to not complain, but some of his lines were absolutely ridiculous to have to read. I was like, I am reading this, and I am so embarrassed because this is so silly. But at the same time, it was purposely silly. It was him showing off and being flamboyant, which is character traits.
I actually was under the impression you enjoyed the entire route. I did not know that you disliked anything he said.
It was more of a, oh my god, why is he saying this? No. It wasn't anything bad. It's something where it wasn't anything that I disliked. It was just, oh my god, I have to say this. And the internet will ever know.
Specifically the phrase I think she's trying to say is, I want to get in bed with you and we will do things, right? That one little line.
That one little line.
Try and
That's a
resist
no.
me. We are going to wrap this up a little bit faster because I'm sure we're pretty deep into the double digits now with our podcast discussion. So, what do you expect in the Kent route real fast?
For Kent, I don't know, because we've seen just a little bit of him, and I'm going in on this one completely blind. It's just what information we have from the routes that we have played. From him, I think we're going to have a little bit more of a distance when we start with our route for him. It's something where I feel like our route is going to be what we're doing to get close to him. I want to say that I feel like what would be a fun route is us suddenly having amnesia, Kent going, oh, he has amnesia. This is going to be fun to investigate. Let me investigate this with math.
I am so excited for Kent's route because I don't know much about it either. What I do know is that he is one of the most sensitive.
Likeable? Yeah.
He's very likable. He's very cute. As we saw with Sheen's route, he cannot lie, so it's really easy to tell when he's lying because he blushes so easily, and I consider that so cute and endearing in a character when you see them blushing and stuff like that. So I think Kent's route is just going to be so cute and fuzzy, but at the same time, how do I put it? I think you're right. We're going to have the beginning especially where we feel distant, right? And I don't understand how the main character is supposed to be in a relationship with Kent from the beginning, because all these other routes make sense because we got two best friends and then we have the idol that we work with. Kent is literally by far and away the most set aside character. So how she gets to know him, I don't know. It could be one of those routes where she actually just starts the relationship when she has amnesia. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That would be so cute too. So
she's like, I don't know anything, but you're cute.
Right? That'd be so cool. But I doubt that because this is all about amnesia, so we're supposed to recover memories, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I was told that his route is supposed to be one of the cutest routes, but I think it's also got like the less weight, if that makes sense. It's not super complex, I think. So it's just going to be a cute route. It'll be a good one to end on when we go into Ukyo's route, which is supposed to be like really complex, at least. Maybe a little dark. So that is all the time we have for discussion. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you made it all the way to the end, you are a true hero. Thank you for being here.
If you made it all the way to the end, type in the secret word frogs in the comments.
Goodbye. Adios. See you later.
Bye. We'll see you in the next route.